Hi! Ako po si Mike Francisco at ito po ang Litrato Philippines. Mapapanood niyo mo kami dito lang sa Radyo Bandido TV, simulcast on DCRD 8:10 AM at sa Sky Cable Channel 224 and digital boxes and free-to-air TV at sa aming social media account, facebook.com/DCRD 8:10 AM at ang aming official YouTube channel. Kaya subscribe, like, and follow and share. See you there!
Litrato Philippines, hosted by Mike Francisco, showcases a variety of wonderful, uplifting beauty queens from all over the world, Philippine tourism, culture, and lifestyle, and issues being faced in our country. Catch them Monday to Friday on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ 8:10 AM, Radio Bandido.
Ayan, magandang gabi po sa lahat po nanonood ng Litrato Philippines at araw po ng Huwebes, no, October 5. And today, later on, I will introduce to you one of our guests, no, in our Philippine television. No? Anyway, before anything else, we would like to invite everyone, no, to share and like, no, our live. We are live via our Philippine TV or Philippine Television, Sky Cable Channel 224, and all TV box and DTT boxes nationwide. And of course, you can watch us, you can hear us, no, in our radio station live as well at DZRJ 10 AM, and also in our social media account, facebook.com/DZRJ 10 AM, and our YouTube channel, DZRJ 10 AM, Radio Bandido TV. And for those who are in the other country who are in the work right now, you can download the apps, Streama apps, and Radio Garden apps via iOS and Android. Then search DZRJ 10 AM for you to able to hear us, no, while working or the other country while sleeping or whatsoever. So you will able to hear, no, your favorite candidate, no, in our live interview today. Anyway, I would like to introduce to you our very special guest for today, no? While we are waiting to our co-host, actually we have a co-host from Australia, our Miss Philippines Earth Fire, no? 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗶𝗶𝗽𝗍𝗍, but I don't know where is she right now, but I'll take care of it, no? Anyway, let's do our introduction to our guest for today, no? She is 20 years old, vibrant, ambitious, no, self-motivated woman with aspiration to become a licensed physical therapist. It's her dream, no, to work for a national football, baseball, or basketball team as well. Her personal motto is, Kent has never done and Kent will not do anything, no? And she lived by these words, valiantly accomplishing by her goals with faith. Presently, she is a junior honor student attending Hampton University, majoring in kinesiology. We will just ask later what is kinesiology. And she is proud member of her university marching force band, no? And served not only their future twirler, but also as a captain. Baton twirling is her sport, and wholeheartedly enjoy, in addition to entertaining their football and basketball fans. Baton twirling is not only university role for her, but also enjoy competing professionally around the United States and Europe, while earning many gold medals and pageant titles. Wow! And like twirling, her passion for preserving the environment is strong. This passion has been inspired by the natural beauty, which is birthright. Her heavenly paradise within in their poor islands are worth protecting and preserving for better environment now and for the benefit of the future generation. Her platform aids her national environmental initiative of preserving her red mangroves. No, they are integral to their ecosystem. They not only protect their shores, but from hurricanes and also soil erosion. But mystically serve as a nursery to many young fish and sea life. Locally, they named them the walking tree. Wow, is it true? The walking tree? The roots appear to be walking while catching sediments and ultimately creating landmass. Her advocacy program combines the two items and passionate about, uh, and she has a title, her advocacy program as the Earth Spin with Madison. Why Earth Spin with Madison? I will ask later. A twofold means advocacy. We're linked to get supporters moving and education with planting to get them active in a great cause for our earth. No, the red mangroves are great representation of U.S. Virgin Islands. Their roots are interwoven and become strong with every wave. In some ways, you can say the roots reflect the multiple cultures and ethnicities found in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Um, she's a prime example with her African, Indian, French, and Danish ancestry. She comes from a diverse and vibrant culmination of cultures, religions, races, and tradition, all residing peacefully on four islands. She represents a resilient people, a territory that's currently setting the pace with environmentally conscious efforts. Uh, Once again, uh, she is Madison Ramsey. Ramsey. I hope I mentioned it right. Our Miss Earth U.S. Virgin Island 2023, preserving her paradise and inspiring the beautiful people of our Earth. Please welcome our Miss Earth U.S. Virgin Island, no other than Madison Ramsey. And I mentioned it right, Madison?
Yes, you actually did. You got it right.
Uh, Thank you very much for that. No? I was afraid that I will not mention it right. Anyway, can we, ask more about you, like what you mentioned earlier, your course, kind, what kinesiology? Is it like if I mentioned it right?
Physiology. Yep.
Kinesiology. What is that? No, this is a new course to me, or a new kind of study actually in the Philippines. I don't know if we have kinesiology. Can you tell us more about kinesiology?
Yes. So kinesiology is actually sports medicine. So it's where you go into physical therapy or athletic training, occupational therapy, that kind of stuff. So when I get older, when I graduate from college, I would love to become a physical therapist or an athletic trainer for a professional football, basketball, or any sports team.
So it's more in sport. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
sport. That's
It's
sports.
sports medicine.
Wow, that's good.
Yep.
So it will help all people. Sports medicine. That's what you are talking
Yes.
about. So it's cure or heal those people who are fractured during the games, or what? Can you elaborate more? What the role of kinesiology?
So, an athletic trainer who has a kinesiology major are those people that you see run out to the field whenever an athlete is injured or hurt during a game. They take care of them, they take them off the field, and make sure that they are good and ready and healthy for the next time a game comes around. An athletic trainer also takes care of the athletes during practice time, making sure that their whatever sprains and whatever hurt injuries that they have, that they are well taken care of so they can perform at their best ability.
I see. No, so you're the one who will tell if you are fit to play or whatsoever, and you're also the one who will give tips and advices how to take care while they're playing, something like that. No.
Yes.
for their safety as well. No, that's a
Yep.
good. No, I thought it was the work of the therapist, physical therapist. No, I thought that's one of their work. No? But anyway, you also mentioned that you want to be um. I already mentioned it, a physical therapist. Am I mentioned it right? Do you
Yes.
want to be a physical therapist? Why is it so? And you are engaging kinesiology while you are aiming to be a physical therapist.
So I have been an athlete for almost my whole life. I'm actually a baton twirler currently still. And being an athlete, you always have these silly little injuries that can sometimes progress into something worse. And it's very heartbreaking when you're hurt and you can't do what you love. And I have personally experienced that many times, and a couple of my teammates have as well. So becoming a physical therapist or becoming an athletic trainer helps me to educate the new generation of athletes to take better care of their bodies so that they are able to do and continue to do what they love.
Wow, that's great. No, I hope we have a course like this in our country, kinesiology. I'll ask my professor in some university or some of my friends professor in some university here in the Philippines, so that I'll ask if there's kinesiology courses as well in our country. Anyway, let's move no to promote your country. Actually, U.S. Virgin Islands, when I think of it, no, it is a country which a lot of island, no. So that's what I was thinking. I don't know yet, no. So maybe you can give us an opportunity to know more about U.S. Virgin Islands and where do we found it, and when we visit your place, what are the best places to see, no, or to visit, no, that we will not, I mean, we will remember for our entire life, no, and of course, what
Right.
particular food that will offer to us, which we really enjoy our travel, no, in your country. Go ahead.
Yes, so the US Virgin Islands is actually comprised of 4 islands, but there are 3 main islands: St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix, and there is also Water Island. And I personally invite you and everyone listening to visit my home, which is referred to as America's Paradise. So it's absolutely beautiful. We have beautiful tree foliage, wonderful colorful flowers, and all of our islands fit every personality. We have 3 carnival celebrations on each island, one in December, one in April, and one in July. And those events are something that you will never forget. They are life-changing. You have so much fun you get to embrace within the culture of everybody. Personally, I love the food fair because you get to try all of the local delicacies like tarts and pâtés and all of that good stuff. And you can find the U.S. Virgin Islands in the Caribbean. It's right near Puerto Rico in that general area. So it's warm year round. You don't have to worry about bringing a winter coat. We have beautiful crystal clear waters, sandy beaches, and I think that everybody would love to visit the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Wow, no, so this is one of a tourist spot, no, in America as well. If I mention it right.
Yeah,
And anyway,
definitely.
these 4 islands, can we know the total population of your country, U.S. Virgin Islands?
Total population. That's a great question. Well, the total population of Virgin Islanders, we definitely migrate. So I have some family up here in the States where I go to school. Virgin Islander everywhere. So you will find a Virgin Islander anywhere. So that total population, I can't give you a number right now, but just know anywhere you go, you will see a Virgin Islander.
Do you think it has 1 million people in your country right now?
There might be. Yeah.
Okay, they might be. Anyway, how about the culture and religion? I mean, what is the highest percentage of religion in your country, and what culture you are uh, promoting in your country as well? I mean, you are practicing in your country
Mhm.
for us to know, no, so that when we can visit, we will not be able to ask those questions. Oh, what is that? What is that? No, so we know your culture as well. So
Right.
can you tell us about the religion and culture as well? Go ahead.
So the U.S. Virgin Islands has an extremely rich history. We have been around for a very long time. We were actually a part of one of the first slave trades within the United States. Um, so we do have a lot of that. We are very open and very diverse. So there's a lot of African culture, a lot of French, Danish, Indian, all of that. We're a melting pot and diverse and very vibrant group of people. We have many religions, many races, many traditions, all residing peacefully on all 4 islands. So we are definitely a melting pot and open to anybody.
Oh, so lots of um, nationality has migrated in your country, no?
Mhm.
So I think Filipino also are there and some Chinese.
Yes,
Am I
I
right?
actually, yep, I have some family in the Philippines. I have an aunt.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh. Anyway,
Cousins.
anyway, do you have a Filipino blood as well? No, you don't have. But you have a family
Um,
here.
yeah,
You have a
yes,
family
I
here,
have some family.
but you don't have any Filipino blood.
Oh, I do. I think I have a little bit somewhere in there. I'm very mixed. I have a lot of a lot of different cultures in me from my family, so I might have a little bit of Filipino blood. Wouldn't
That's
be
why you
surprised.
are. I think you have. That's why you are a fighter. Because I've seen no your videos from your
Mhm.
Instagram, and also I'm not a stalker, but I separate. Of course, to know you as
Right.
well, no, while you are busy and not answering our inquiry yet. So I gather some information about you through Instagram, looking at it,
Mhm.
and you are very a sports-minded person, as I can see, no, and you are, I think you love um, nature and children as well, no. So
Yes, definitely.
and that, and I think no, this is a good attitude that you have. No, I've seen no through the photos that you posted in your Instagram and Facebook as well. Anyway, let's start no in some question about your choosing. No? I do know U.S. Virgin Island has a lot of pageant as well. No, why did you choose Miss Earth over those pageant that available in your country?
So after capturing the title of Miss U.S. Virgin Islands, I was extremely honored to be asked to represent my country at the Miss Earth pageant. So I personally was extremely excited because when I did a little bit of research about the Miss Earth pageant, the slogan "Beauties for a Cause" really caught me and it drew me in because when I started my pageant journey in the system, I did a lot of community service and we were to have a platform. So knowing that Miss Earth was about protecting the earth and they really have a cause that means a lot to everybody around the world definitely captured my attention. The Miss U.S. Virgin Islands pageant actually had a platform of itself too. My platform was building self-confidence, which I tied in with twirling. So when it was time for me to figure out a platform for Miss Earth, for the Earth Spins with Madison, I incorporated my baton twirling in that as well.
Mhm. Anyway, before I proceed to my next question, I would like to shout out one of our viewer, Fernando Olmaguez. No, that was his request. No, for us to shout her out. That it has his out. Anyway, my next question is about your advocacy. I do know most of the pageant has their different kind of advocacy, but here in Miss Earth focusedly on environment. What particular advocacy you will also share, no, not only on Miss Earth Queens when you travel in Vietnam, but of course, no, to your people and to the world as well.
Right. So my advocacy program combines the two items that I am very passionate about, which is the earth and baton twirling. So I've titled my advocacy program "The World Twirls with Madison," and it is twofold where I get people physically active by twirling baton and speak to them about protecting our environment. I have found that telling them why it doesn't really work as well as showing them and getting them active and involved in what's going on. So my tree of focus is actually the red mangroves, which reminds me of home. The roots are very interwoven and become stronger with every wave. In some ways, you can say that it represents my culture of the U.S. Virgin Islands. I am actually a prime example with my African, Indian, French, and Danish ancestry, like we were talking about earlier. I come from a very diverse and vibrant melting pot of cultures, religions, races, traditions, all residing peacefully on the 4 islands of the U.S. Virgin Islands.
You mentioned earlier that it's a walking tree. Why did you say so? It was a walking tree.
So the red mangroves, if you've ever seen them before, they actually reside kind of in the water, but also on land a little bit. And you can see their roots actually outside of the ground, which is super cool, very interesting. And so when they start to grow, their roots kind of move with the water and move with the ground. And so you'll see them in one spot, maybe like in October, but by December, they're going to be a couple miles down the road. So that's why we call them the walking tree.
Oh, anyway. Okay, I
Yes.
already see it in the
A little
photos,
bit
no, here.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, how they do walk. But what you mentioned, sometimes they were in the roads already. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's proceed, no, in our next question. I do know, not only in your country, but also, of course, no, there's a lot of country has a problem, environmental issue as well. No, as um, the the problem right now, we have climate change. It's just one of the problems that we are facing right now. Some countries are experiencing some unexpected disaster, and hoping, no, it will not hit your country as well. No, but
Right.
do you have any environmental issue that do you think the government might focus as well, no, or give a priority on this issue, environmental issue in your country right now?
Yes. So the U.S. Virgin Islands is engaged in national environmental initiatives to promote the restoration of our beloved endangered seascape and sea life and to revive the critically endangered forests that actually protect us during catastrophic storms. Because we're in the Caribbean, we do get affected by hurricane season. And in fact, currently, I know I'm at school in Hampton right now, but at home in the U.S. Virgin Islands, we're being affected by Tropical Storm Felipe. So I'm sending prayers out to my family in the U.S. Virgin Islands. But the coral restoration projects have been underway in the U.S. Virgin Islands. We have a coral reef nursery actually at some place called Coral World in the Virgin Islands. They are great. I took a visit there. I did sea trekking where I was able to engage within the sea life. I held some different sea animals. It was a little iffy, but I enjoyed that. Our local university, the University of the Virgin Islands, has been focusing on mangrove restoration projects. Their overall goal is to collect mangrove seedlings and grow them into juvenile plants because the red mangrove is actually endangered. And also this summer, I had the honor of touring our local Department of Natural Resource Initiative of Planning and Natural Resource Initiatives, which is DPNR, and they are dedicated to preserving the quality of the United States Virgin Islands air, land, and water resources for the enjoyment of not only today, but in the future.
So, how about the youth? Are they also, since you mentioned that red mangrove is already endangered in your country right now? So, how's the youth doing? No, are they also trying to survive this red mangroves and um, put some seedling in order to grow many red mangroves in your country?
Yes, so we do have some youth who are very involved within our environment. As I stated earlier, the University of the Virgin Islands, which is full of college students just like me, are very engaged in their research in planting new seedlings of the red mangrove.
Mhm. And can I ask also about um, some events that uh, but might hurt no your country through disaster recently that you mentioned earlier. What do you have right now? Storm in your country?
A tropical storm.
A tropical storm. And how is it? No, how's the news? What's happening in your country right now? Is it not? I hope it's not a very disastrous storm, just like some who hit. No, in recently some country in China and also in Taiwan. How's your country right now through the storm?
So the Virgin Islands in the Caribbean experiences a lot of tropical storms and hurricanes around this time because it is hurricane season. But right now, they are doing well. There's not any major problems right now. But our red mangroves are working hard to protect our local environment, collecting all of the sediment and the runoff, making sure that, our island is safe and protected. I know that the people of the Virgin Islands, they know how to take care of themselves. We know how to handle ourselves. So right now we are doing fine. We do also appreciate the prayers and the help and support of everybody else around the world.
Mm-hmm. And can I also ask? No, I do know that you are you have a lot of preparation for Miss Earth, but do you think it will affect your studies as well? No, joining Miss Earth and you're focusing your studies, including your activities like sports. How will you balance your time on it?
Yes. So growing up, I have always been busy. My mom kept me busy with baton twirling. So me balancing school and pageants is not really anything new to me at this moment.
Mhm.
So as you currently know, or like you said, I am a junior attending Hampton University in Hampton, Virginia. And I am also a featured twirler with a leadership role where I serve as captain of my baton twirling team. So it is a little bit challenging balancing schoolwork and making sure that I am completing my duties as Miss US Virgin Islands, but it is something that I signed up for and something that I am 100% committed to. Although I'm away at Hampton University is very community service oriented, so I do a lot of that via the marching force or the band here at my school. In addition to being a student, I also compete in baton twirling. So I am busy, but I'm also, doing my responsibilities and making sure that I have everything in order and I'm ready for Miss Earth.
You mean you manage it well? I mean your time.
Yes.
Oh, and I think no, it is good for you, no, to manage. In spite you're very a busy person, not only in your school but also in some of your activities. And now this one, no, the pageant, no, itself that you have to prepare more, no. Can you tell us also what are the things you are preparing, no, for this pageant in Miss Earth?
So preparing for Miss Earth, I am doing everything I can. I'm dotting all of my I's and I'm crossing all of my T's, making sure that I am the best representative for the U.S. Virgin Islands and to show the world who the U.S. Virgin Islands people are.
Wow, that's great. Now, how about workout and diets and also pasarela and
Yeah.
practicing in Q&A, something like that. Are you doing
Yeah.
it or not actually?
Of course, I am definitely preparing for the pageant with my busy schedule. I actually am very organized. I have my beautiful planner. It's actually the color of my shirt. So blue is my favorite color. I have a planner where I set out times in between my classes and my band practice schedule. I make time for, interview practice and all of the other things that I need to do to be prepared. But band is my cardio because we practice 3 to 4 hours every single day. So I do have that covered.
How about being a beauty queen is just a very hard for us, when especially when preparing, competing for other country, like photo shoot, making a video, eco video, something like that. So you do have to give time and sit on it. So what are the things you should prepare in order to amaze not only your people but also in the world, no? Do you think, can you tell us some hindrance that you might think, no, that you are suffering right now in preparation in this earth?
Can you repeat the question, please? I'm sorry, I think you cut out.
I mean, sorry, I'm not that really good in English. But anyway,
It's okay.
what I'm asking about is, since the pageant is very uh, make a lot of time, no, to prepare, just like
Right.
uh, eco video, you're preparing eco video, some photo shoot as well. You have to make time on it and sit on it with your directors and other consultant in order to have, no, a best eco video and photo shoot images that you all present not only in your country but also into the world, no. Um, can you tell us some of your hindrances, no, during your preparation in Miss Earth?
Yes, so actually, I think 2 weekends ago, I had to fly down to the United States Virgin Islands to film some of my videos and to take some pictures, but that's just a part of being a title holder and the job that I signed up for. It's always, a challenge balancing some schoolwork and all of that stuff. But like I said, my time management has become great through all of the years that I've been toiling competitively, which has a very rigorous practicing schedule. So I always do make time to go back home to the United States Virgin Islands and film my videos and engage in the culture and make sure that I'm staying connected while I'm also here completing my education.
So that was one of your hindrances, traveling from one place to another in order to prepare. I mean, to come up with your requirements, no, not only for your budget but also a duties as a queens of uh, uh, Miss Earth, U.S. Virgin Island. Am I right?
Yes.
How about how about the makeups, no? Are you also practicing yourself uh by having a makeup by your own, not asking for makeup artist anymore, and hairstyle as well?
Yes, so I actually do my own makeup for game days and competitions. So right now I actually did my own makeup today and I think it looks pretty good.
Yes, I
So I
think.
do thank you. So I do have some background in makeup and I know what I'm doing. I also did my hair today, so I am able to take care of myself at any moment's notice for sure.
Mhm. How about the image? I mean, your daily wear, your OTTV, and your fashion forte. Who dictate that? Your national director, or you're the one who choose your clothes to wear?
Yes. So we have a team here at the Miss US Virgin Islands organization. So, my directors, they, help pick out, they give me suggestions, but I also do have a say in what I wear because they want me to be able to express who I am.
That's good. No, this is a good director that you have. What is her name?
Her name is Jillian Jagroup.
Oh, hello, Ma'am Jillian. I hope you are watching, and I hope you're doing well. Where is she right now? In the U.S. Virgin Island?
She currently lives in Florida, but she is from St. Croix, which is the biggest island, a part of the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Wow. So greetings from the Philippines, Ma'am Jillian. Anyway, can I ask another question? What is your expectation? Have you traveled in Asia already? Not yet.
I have actually not been to Asia yet. I've been to Europe 2 times, I think, but I've never been to Asia before.
Oh, this is your first time to travel in Asia, and this is the first country you will visit Vietnam. So,
Yep.
what is your expectation, no, in this pageant so far?
Honestly, I'm not really sure to expect because I haven't traveled to Asia before, but I am very open to different cultures and I'm extremely flexible. One thing you can expect from me though is to enjoy every moment. I love traveling and I love embracing new cultures, so I'm very excited to see what Vietnam has to offer, as well as the different environmental initiatives from the other countries.
Have you researched some places, foods, culture in Vietnam already? Not yet.
Not yet. I haven't gotten that far yet, but it is on my list. It's in my planner, like I talked about earlier.
Actually, you had to do it though in order for you
Yes, of course. I'm
to
very excited
get,
to try some new foods for
yeah,
sure.
that to get along, and also you will not be surprised, no, in some
Right.
food they will offer and some places that you will see, no. Actually, Vietnam is a great place as well. I do know, and even though I'm not visited Vietnam yet, but also Philippines, no, we would like to promote Philippines to you, no. As you said, no, you have a family here. How come that you have a family here in the Philippines?
I have an aunt and I have a couple cousins. But I am a little bit busy, so I have not been able to travel to the Philippines yet. But trust it is at the top of my list to travel to because I've heard that the Philippines is beautiful.
So maybe you can ask your cousin how beautiful the Philippines is. No? I hope you will be able to visit our country as well. Do you have any question that you want to know about Philippines so that I might help you since we have a lot of time? So it's okay for me that you can ask the question.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about the Philippines?
Favorite things?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's
Uh,
your favorite thing about the Philippines?
what my favorite things about Philippines. No, actually, I born here, I live here. No, what are the favorite people do here? Actually, in sport, no, we Filipinos love basketball. No, that was the number one sport here in the Philippines, aside from boxing. No,
Mm-hmm.
that was the
Yeah.
number two. No, and people loves to eat, no, as well. No, we have a plenty of food, and we are excited also for some uh, cuisine, no, from other country that might able to taste, not traveling far, so that they can bring it here in the Philippines. We have a lot of restaurants here from any kind of cuisine all over the world. American cuisine, European, Italian, French, Asian as well. No, we do have a lot of Asian food here in the Philippines. So I think everything is available in the country. And about the religion, if you will ask, no, most of the Filipinos are engaged in Roman Catholic. I think around 80% or 70%, and the remaining percentage that left is distributed for the number two first, the Muslim, and then the Christians, born again, and some Hinduism, and we have a lot of religion in our country. But most of the people here is Catholic, Roman Catholic. Um, Actually, Filipinos are very helpful. That's why we call the best hospitality service that we can offer. No, so because most of the Filipino love to help. No, not only tourists but also local people as well. No, in terms of politics, I think we will not talk about that because we are in the process to I mean to able to come up with our goal. because we need to eradicate the corruption here in the country, no, as at that time, no. The only problem that I've seen, no, in our country is traffic. Actually, we have a lot of traffic here. The pollution, no, like air pollution. Sometimes I think it's also a problem. Waste, uh, waste pollution as well. No, we do have some problem on waste, um, aside from traffic and air pollution, and also um, because the number of growing people or population in our country, I think we are about 102 or 105 million in total in our country. We have a lot of people here in our country. That was only the Filipino. We're not talking about the other tourists who came here and stay here in our country. Um, that's why we have a lot of places that have been cutted the trees because in order to to make some villages for them, no, for their
Right.
needs, no. Oh, because the population is the factor. That's why the environment has been ruined, no. They need to cut the trees because they need to build a village. They need to use this agricultural land because they will put some roads, something like that, or establishment, business establishment, or park, something like that, in order to have a good community out there. Um, Actually, progress is great, no, but sometimes I was thinking they ruined the beauty of our nature, no, no, and also, no, the problems using the agricultural land as residential or amenities is definitely will cut us, no, for supplying foods, no, for our people as well, no. So our country before, no, we have a lot of plenty of supplies, no, in terms of food from rice, sugar, anything, no. But now even fish, no, we are importing it in other country. And then so we are so very sad, no, on it to hear that, no, that problem. But when in terms of tourism, no, we have a lot of plenty of great places that you will visit, no. There are some places need to be untouched and protected, especially in Palawan, and some places, some good forests here that's still untouched and protected by our government in order to preserve, no, the beauty of our nature, no. So definitely, if you come, I think 5 years from now, we will be able to catch them, no? So make sure that you will have a travel plan within the 5 years, no? Because after 5 years, I don't know, maybe some of it some are already cut or converted in some, some establishment as well. Anyway, the primary language that we have is Filipino or Tagalog. Um, but most of our people know how to speak English. Um, Not that fluent, but uh, a little, and some has a good knowledge as well, no. And actually, this is not our main language, English, but mostly our Filipino language or natural tongue language, no. That is why it's very hard for us sometimes to communicate in other countries, like a countries also has a difficult to speak in English, like uh, Japan, Korean, something like that. So we have some, or especially Russian, no? People that don't know how to speak English as well. So we have some hard time, no, to understand them. No, sometimes we do body language in order to to have a good conversation with each other. No, it's applicable, no, when we cannot speak some of some English language to communicate, but body language or sign language as uses as well, no, in order to communicate with other country. Anyway, I'll be the one who will ask question again. Um, do you have any message for your co-queens and to your people as well?
Yes, I actually do. So, to my co-queens, I send you greetings from America's Paradise, the United States Virgin Islands, and I look forward to meeting each of you and developing a network of beauties with a cause. I hope that we become lifelong friends and keep in contact even after the Miss Earth pageant competition as well. To my fellow United States Virgin Islanders, I want to express my absolute gratitude for your unending support and love. I hope to represent you well, not only at Miss Earth, but locally as well. Much love.
Okay. Do you need to thank some people, especially Ma'am Julian, who also help you for this pageant, and some people who support you, your team, who always there for you, your group, or your captain of your group, no, in your colleges. I hope most of your friends and students in your university supports you in this pageant as well. No, do you have a message for them?
Of course I do. I would love to thank, everybody who's been supportive of me on my journey to becoming Miss US Virgin Islands and to now being Miss US Virgin Islands Earth. It's definitely been long, it's been hard, and it's not over yet, but I appreciate everybody for their unwavering support and love throughout the whole process, my pageant director, my family, my teammates, and just my Hampton University community for continuously supporting me in all of my endeavors.
Wow, no, I hope no your people will definitely cheer on you no during the pageant on Vietnam, no, and you will bring the great I mean you will bring or promote your great tree, the red mangrove in Vietnam as well, no, to tell a story about the red mangrove, what she can do, what he can do, like what you tell us. No, I was very amazed that red mangrove is walking. No, I already search it in Google in order for me to think. No,
Did you see the
how
picture?
smart it. Yeah, they have a lot of they have a lot of pits. No, and I think they are floating. No, in the water. No, I was
Yes.
wondering. No, how is it? That's why Madison told us that it was walking. Sometimes she told us it's already on the road.
Yep.
Well, I think you are right. No, but I was so very sad when you said it was um, going to extinct. Why? Can you tell us why was she going to extinct or going to be rare? No, in your country?
So the red mangroves is endangered because, when you live on an island, you of course want that close house to be built by the beach and on the side so you get that amazing view. But in doing so, you're cutting down life who actually protects the island that you live on. So sometimes people don't think about that and they will cut a red mangrove down and it will reduce the population. And also sometimes the red mangroves work so hard during hurricane season and tropical storms that they actually die due to that. So that's why the University of the Virgin Islands is currently planting red mangrove seedlings so that we can increase that population.
Same as problem that we have in the Philippines, like what I'm telling you about, no? About the agricultural land, the forest has been cutting trees because they need to build villages or some establishment for a great view or park, something like that. Actually, it's the problem of growing population. That is why it was being, compensated, not throughout our needs. No, but someday, I hope people will realize that we need to live or to find ways, no, in order to live and survive without hurting the environment as well. No, I think we should think about it and have a plan on it someday, so we can avoid the climate change. No, I think that was one of the problems that it caused the climate change because of growing innovation in any other country, and we hurt the ozone layer, we hurt our sea, we hurt our forest. I think that was the big problem that we have. Anyway, thank you very much for giving us opportunity to know you and of course your country, U.S. Virgin Islands, and of course the red mangrove trees that you were talking about. No, and I hope someday I can visit your country. And also, you can visit our country as well. When you're going to visit our country, don't hesitate to send me a message so that maybe if you need some help or a suggestion that you want to ask, no, I might give you some tips, no, in order for you to travel through, safely, no, and of course, you will enjoy your travel here in the Philippines as well, no. Anyway, thank you very much, Madison, and we wish you good luck, no, for Miss Earth 2023 in Vietnam, and I hope you will enjoy and able to learn new things, no, and able to win the crown and bring it home to U.S. Virgin Island as well, no. Thank you very much, Madison, and I hope we didn't forget anything. You need to thank some people before we end the program.
Nope, I think we covered everything.
Well, thank you very much for it. Anyway, thank you very much, and I need to say goodbye. And I will thank you as as you are giving us opportunity to know you better, and of course your country as well, U.S. Virgin Island, no? The U.S. Virgin Island. No, I was amazed. No, and anyway, I hope people learn, no, through our interview, not only to protect red mangroves in your country, but of course to enjoy what are the places to visit and what is the great things to know about, no,
Yep.
in U.S. Virgin Island. Thank you very much again, Madison, and good night to everyone, people, and to those people who watch us. Thank you very much. And I already share you the link so that you can share our live as well, our replays to your friends, not only in US and also in your country, US Virgin Islands. Thank you very much, everyone, and good night, Philippines. Thank you very much, and good morning, America. Thank you very much, and bye bye. Thank you. Keep safe, everyone. Good night. Bye bye.